it's Coach Manny, and I'm here with you today, and I am excited because today we want to talk about the methodology that's going to drive you to tremendous success. Why do I need a coach? I don't. I can keep right on going exactly where I'm at, and I'm going to be fine. You are, but you're never going to be great. Because you see, coaching creates success because it makes you take the risk. It makes you, as I say in my methodology, failure creates success. So let's look at these points really simple. It's a 3-point process. Where are you going? How are you going to get there? And are you going to get up off your butt and start doing something? First of all, if you're working and you don't have a vision for yourself, stop. Go figure out what you want. Second, if you're running a company and you don't have a vision that you're sharing and driving down into that organization, are you wondering why you're not going somewhere? We start with vision. Without a vision, it does not happen. Please get that through your head. If you can't help people who work for you where it is, if you can't be excited, if you can't have that passion, why are they going to be excited? Second of all, how innovative is your environment? How much innovation are you driving? How much are you allowing people to really look deeper, to try things? The reason I had such great success I worked for a boss named Nate, who allowed me to fail. And he didn't beat me up for failing. He beat me up because I didn't try. Number 3, what's your attitude? If you're at the top of an organization, your attitude goes all the way down. How is it? If your attitude's not sharp and on top of the world, why would you ever expect the attitude of anybody that works for you to be that way? Get your attitude right. If you're working for yourself, man, you got to get up every day with attitude and courage. What about courage? How much courage do your people have? Are they afraid? Are they afraid to move, especially in today's environment? Have you created an environment where everybody's so afraid to do anything? Let me tell you, the first point in success is you got to know where you're going, which means you've got to have a vision, you've got to be innovative, you've got to have attitude, and you've got to have courage. And if you can drive that into your organization, then you've taken the first step up that ladder. Now the second step is, how are you going to get there? And that is driven totally around having a plan, a written plan, a plan that works, having goals, having measurements. You don't know how many people I talk to are so scared to measure. They don't want to measure because measurements makes you step up. You didn't make it. In a world today where everything's so wishy-washy, isn't it time we said, this is the goal, this is how you're going to be measured, and guess what? I'm going to hold you accountable. That's the biggest thing that coaching does for you. It holds you accountable because it seems we're not holding anybody accountable and we're falling all over the place. So get a plan with goals, with measurements, solid things you can measure, and get yourself a coach or a boss or somebody who keeps people accountable. This is what you said you were going to do. Well, do it. All right, let's keep going. The next part of that is, what have you learned? We make mistake and mistake and mistake, and you know who the stupid people are? And I hate to use that word, but it's true. The people who don't learn. It's like, what lesson have you learned? Have you looked at what's working? Have you looked at what's not working? And have you done anything about it? That's so key. What are the lessons you've learned? The next principle is, how much of a service attitude do you have? How can I help you? Do you ask that question? When you're with a customer, how can I help you? When you're with your employees, how can I help you? When you're with your family, how can I help you? When are you going to learn that the key to success is helping other people achieve success? And finally, I'll drop this one on you because I know nobody likes it. And how good is your time management? Because I'm going to tell you, you cannot plan to be successful unless you have a way to manage your time. People work 16, 18 hours a day. They are so busy. And they're not accomplishing hardly anything. Because they don't have a process. They don't have a process. See, time management isn't about filling out forms and making sure everything's in line. Time management is basically about working the most important items in the world. What are the highest payback? What are the things that are going to create success for you? Stop doing the trash. So many people spend their lives on stuff that's never going to get them where they need to be. All right, so now you know where you're going. You know how you're going to get there. Now what's the next thing? It's called the boot. You got to kick them. You got to get people rolling. That's what's about. It's action. When are you going to get started and when are you going to get moving? Action creates success. No matter what happens. If you're not in motion at all times, if you're not moving, don't ask why you're not creating success. Persistence. How persistent are you? Are you sitting there saying, I wonder why my people aren't persistent? How persistent are you? Are you driving the force? Are you getting people so they have an attitude that says, there is no way this economy, anything else is going to stop me, because guess what? We are going to be successful. And part of that too comes from discipline. When I was in sales, I would always hire salespeople who were athletes. Why? Because salespeople, athletes who come into sales have that same discipline in sales that they had when they were playing sports. I'm talking about successful athletes. You got to have discipline. This is what I said I was going to do, and I do it. This is what I said I was going to accomplish, and I do it. People can't lolly-dolly around. When are we going to stop being so soft and easy? Are we wondering why we're not creating success? We don't have any discipline. The 12th item in this process is called practice. Now, why would your salesperson ever walk into any situation without being so good that there's no way the people wouldn't buy? I talked to salespeople today. Practice? I've been selling for 20 years. I've been selling for 30 years. I've been selling. I'm good. Doesn't matter. Look at professional athletes. How much time do they spend practicing? Most of their time. Let's get serious here. Is it time we started practicing? And then finally, the final skill that you need. And I leave this to the end because I think it is one of the most important skills that you ever have. Shut this, open these. Shut this, open these. Learn how to listen. Day after day, event after event, show after show, call after call, I see it again and again and again. All you want to do is talk. When all your customer needs you to do is listen. So, there you have it. Those are the keys that will make you successful. Those are the keys that coaching should give you. You need to know where you're going, how you're going to get there, and you need to get moving. And I'll recap them for you real simple. You got to have a vision. You got to be innovative. You got to have attitude, and you got to have courage. Stop conforming to the world. Second of all, you have to have a plan, goals, measurements. I don't care how much it hurts. Accountability. You have to learn from what you've done. You have to have a servant attitude. And most of all, you have to work the right things. And then it's nothing but action. Go do it. Be persistent. You got that? Be disciplined. Practice. And listen. Watch what happens. That's what coaching will do for you. If you're not getting that, go find someplace that gives that to you. Because that is the key to success. It's Coach Manny Nowak. It's always my pleasure. We're on the web at MannyNowak.com. MannyNowak.com. Check us out, probably on the bottom of the screen. We are here because we believe failure creates success. Stop being so weak. Thank you.